I remember that morning having breakfast with my dad, but apart from that, I've got absolutely no memory at all.
In early 2012, Ben was a passenger in a horrifying car crash that left him in a coma for more than a week.
When the police first spoke to me, and the comment was, look, if he survives that, that's a miracle.
Ben's family endured an agonising wait, not knowing when or if their teenage boy would wake up.
We got the call from the hospital and she's saying, oh Mark, look, I just wanted to ring and let you know that Ben's actually started to come out of a coma. And she said, but I don't know how to say this, he's speaking Mandarin.
I kind of slowly came out of the coma and then set eyes upon an Asian-looking nurse, and so the first things that came was natural was, 你好，护士，我这边好疼啊.
Neither of us can speak Mandarin, so we're just nodding, but deep down quite concerned about what's actually going on.
Through high school, Ben studied both French and Mandarin. He'd even spent some months in Beijing before the accident. And while Ben knew some Chinese, he says it never clicked until after the coma. His newfound fluency even making him forget how to speak English.
He asked the nurse for a piece of paper and a pen, and he scribbled on this paper in Mandarin, I love my mum, I love my dad, I will recover. And gave it to her and then went back to sleep.
It was about 2 or 3 days before I first uttered English. I wasn't consciously thinking like I'm speaking Mandarin. It was just what came out and what was like most natural to me.
Ben decided to make the most of his new ability and enrolled in a Mandarin class at uni. He entered an international Chinese language comp, started Mandarin walking tours, and even hosted a Chinese TV show.
我是主持人孟杰明. Hello, hello.
Now 22 and happily settled in Shanghai, Ben is studying commerce alongside some of China's brightest.
我对他的印象是，哇，有一个这样白人的男孩子，他的中文可以讲得这么的好，是中文困难是，但是他却讲得比我所认识的日本人、韩国人跟每一个西方人都讲得还更好。
好，你教我一下好吗？好。啊，哪有啊？
Doctors don't have a name for Ben's condition, and exactly what happened to his brain during the coma isn't known. But neuroscientist Dr. Pankaj Shah has a theory.
The brain is made up of different circuits. These circuits are just like electronic circuits in many different ways. They do calculations and help you understand things and do things like language, breathing, speaking, thinking. So what happened to him was probably those bits of the brain that are involved in English got damaged. And then when he woke up, those were not functional. So he had to speak, and what he did was the Mandarin circuits that got engaged. And that's why he's speaking Mandarin.
很开心，但是最让我开心的是能跟你们做朋友。
There's been similar cases to Ben's documented around the world. In 2010, a Croatian teen woke from a coma speaking German. And just last year, an American vet woke up mysteriously speaking only Swedish.
Honestly, the brain is the most interesting place there is, and you know, if you want to study, think about things which we know nothing about, well, the brain's one of those places.
And for Ben, his fluency in Mandarin has been the silver lining in what could have been a lasting tragedy.
I'm so fortunate that, one, that I'm able to come out of the accident, and two, that I'm able to come out of it with this, with this kind of new skill. This is almost like fate in a way.